My hair is short. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I did a poll on my Instagram a while ago and I was asking you guys that if I were to make a book recommendation video, which trope would you like to see first? Now, most of you, the majority, voted for fake dating, which honestly I was surprised by. I didn't think that was going to be the most popular. I just spilled coffee all over myself. I didn't think that was going to be the most popular trope, since there was enemies to lovers, friends to lovers, and sports romance. I honestly thought either enemies to lovers or sports romance was gonna win. So I'm gonna be making videos for all of these, but first, since this one had the majority, today's video is going to be the fake dating book recommendations. I have read almost all of these books. There's only maybe like 2 or 3 that I haven't read yet, but I've heard a lot of great things about these books. But I've read what they're about, and I think they're so interesting, and I'm honestly really excited to read one. I've heard of all of them except maybe for one I recently found out about, but I've been hearing great things about it, and I'm actually very excited to read it because I read like the overview of it and it looks very interesting. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of these books if you are looking for that sort of fake dating trope. So if you don't know what the fake dating trope is, it's basically when the storyline revolves around these two characters fake dating. Fake dating would mutually benefit both of them. I will be starting with one of my all-time favorites that I've spoken about on this channel before, and that is The Right Move by Liz Tomford. Now, this is a basketball romance book, but fake dating is the main plot line of the story. So basically, it is between Indy and Ryan. Indy is a flight attendant who is looking for a place to stay in the city because she had just recently been dumped by her ex-boyfriend and she has nowhere to live. He kicked her out basically, and she ends up moving in with her best friend's brother, Ryan Shea, who is a professional basketball player. So it's actually Ryan that initiates the fake dating in the story. So he asks Indy to pretend to be his girlfriend, to give off to his coach, showing him that he can commit to someone, he can be seen as an approachable guy. So they end up fake dating, and Indy also benefits from the fake dating because Indy needs a date to her friend's wedding where her ex-boyfriend's gonna be. So she doesn't want to show up alone where her ex-boyfriend's gonna be with someone else. So this is sort of how they're benefiting. So he gets to improve his image by showing that he's in a committed relationship, and Indy also can show people that she's moved on, she's not like affected, she's not a wreck after the breakup. So the fake dating happens, and this is how the story kind of starts. That's how the plot starts. This is honestly one of my favorite books ever. So the book is basketball romance, forced proximity, best friend's brother, grumpy sunshine, very grumpy sunshine, and obviously fake dating. And then the next book is a book that I haven't read yet, but it's a very popular book, and it is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. So in this book, the girl is a grad student and the guy is a professor. The plot of the story is that they start to fake date because she needs to prove that she's over her ex. They fake date because he wants to show the university that he's not planning on leaving because he is committed to someone in the university. So that's sort of how it goes. I'm very, a lot of people say great things about this book, so that's why it's in my recommendations even though I haven't read it. It is a very popular book, and it's been on my TBR for a very long time, so hopefully I'll get to read it soon. But yeah, so this is like another one. This is like a STEM, women in STEM sort of story. Ali Hazelwood is very famous for this sort of genre. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, then you can go ahead and try it. The next book is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. Now this book, I'm gonna be completely honest. The only reason I'm recommending this book is because it's a fake dating book, even though I'm not a fan of it, but in the end, a lot of people can have different opinions. You can try it out if you want, but in this book, basically they're co-workers. Well, I don't know why I'm doing quotes. They're literally co-workers. They work together, and he's had feelings for her since the beginning, but he kind of was less than nice to her when they first met, so she kind of had this grudge. So the character Catalina needs a date to her sister's wedding because she kind of told a little lie saying that she has a boyfriend, and also she doesn't want to lose face when she goes to the wedding where her ex-boyfriend and his fiance will be. They will be there, so she doesn't want to lose face in front of them. So her co-worker, his name is Aaron, and he's like had feelings for her since the beginning, so he offers to be her date to her sister's wedding. So it's like mutual benefits, so he really likes her and she needs a date. Then the next book is one of my favorites, and it is Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. So this book is a slow burn. If you're into morally gray male leads, this is a great book. So Christian Harper is like the definition of morally gray characters. So he's a billionaire, he owns like a security company, and then she is an influencer. He's like obsessed with her from the beginning, like completely obsessed with her, and very grumpy sunshine. And the reason they're fake dating is because she wants to kind of build her brand on social media, so they kind of post pictures, like couple pictures and everything, and because he's famous, people are like, oh my gosh, she's dating Christian Harper and everything. So it's that sort of thing, and he's like completely obsessed with her. And there's also a lot of like subplots in the story where it's honestly very interesting. So I would definitely 100% recommend this book. The next book is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This is another book that I've read that I honestly wasn't a huge fan of, but I will recommend regardless. I would recommend you to give it a try. It's a friends to lovers football romance, and when I say football, I mean American football. So it's another like slow burn book. Because he's a famous football player, so there's always like media surrounding him, and one time she got drunk and she confessed to the media her feelings for him. And after that happened, to kind of repair the damages of what happened, they fake date till the because like at the time when this was happening, the Super Bowl was coming up, so they kind of wanted to make sure like nothing weird's happening. So his PR team recommends that they fake date. So yeah, that's really all that is to the story. It is a slow burn, but there's not much like tension to it. It's really just like them being friends and then fake dating, and then they end up together at the end. Again, not one of my favorites, but if you're into that sort of book, you can give it a try. The next book is a book I recently finished, and that is The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer, and it is a hockey romance. So Hazel is the physiotherapist for Rory's team, and her ex joins the team. And he keeps sort of like, I don't want to say harassing her, but like he's always like trying to get in her way to get her, it's like for them to get back together. So to get him to leave her alone, she says that her and Rory are dating, and to kind of just like get him to like leave, to like kind of just leave her alone. And Rory, honestly, he's been into her since the beginning. He's been attracted to her. I really enjoyed this book. I honestly loved this one, and I recently just finished this book. The next book is The Wedding Crasher. Now this one I recently found out about, and after I read it, I read like the overview of the book. I was so interested in reading it. Now Solange, who's the female lead, is helping her cousin plan. Her cousin's a wedding planner, so she's helping her plan this wedding, and then she finds out something weird is going on that could potentially destroy the wedding. So on the wedding day, she kind of crashes the wedding to avoid the situation from happening. And when she crashed the wedding, the groom, Dean, takes that to his advantage, and he says that he's in love with her to get out of the wedding. Because like he sort of had that life where everything's planned out for him and everything. So he uses her crashing the wedding as like his ticket out of the wedding. He tells people, so he like stops the wedding, tells people that he's in love with her, and then they end up fake dating after that, since he claimed that he's in love with her. So they sort of fake date after that. That's all I know from the story, but I honestly think it sounds so interesting. So I'm definitely gonna give this a read, and I thought I would share that with you guys as well. And then the last book I will recommend is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is another hockey romance from the Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. So basically, Hannah wants to get her crush to notice her. So to get that to happen, so she's not very like experienced with like relationships and love and all of that. So to get her crush to notice her, she starts to fake date the hockey team captain, who's Garrett Graham. Now Garrett, he wants her to tutor him because he needs to get his GPA up if he wants to go pro. So that's sort of the agreement they have. If she tutors him he'll help her get her crush to notice her, that sort of thing, like kind of help her learn things about relationships and everything, how that goes. And along the way he falls for her, so it's a he falls first story. So I am so excited to read this one. I read the second book, which is The Mistake. So like obviously there's like hundreds of fake dating books out there, but these are the books that I've read, and also books that I'm very much interested in reading, so I would definitely recommend these books for you guys. So that is all for today's video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I swear, every time I sit down to make those sit down videos, I just can't, my throat hurts from how much I speak. Oh my god. Also, what do we think of the hair? I like it. I honestly have been dying to cut my hair for so long. And also I broke my nail. I already broke this nail a week ago, so I cut them short. And now this one broke completely like down, like it's, ugh. I can't catch a break with my nails. But I am, so now that the fake dating trope is done, I'm gonna be hopefully soon uploading the friends to lovers. Now this is honestly, friends to lovers is not my favorite trope. I sort of avoid books like this, but I'll still be doing a video recommending those because I know a lot of people like this trope, and it was the second most voted trope on the poll, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, I'm so excited though to share with you guys the enemies to lovers and sports romance, because these are my top 2 tropes ever, and I have a lot for sports romance, so that's gonna be a long video because the majority of the books I've read are sports romance, so, and most of them are hockey, so I don't know like if it's just gonna be like a hockey romance book trope, like book recommendation thing. But anyway,